Hello everyone, my name is Diego Morales and today I'll be showing you everything you should know before starting in the Dying Light Developer Tools editor. So let's get started. Um, First thing, I'll do a mini lighting tutorial uh, about flickering light and time dependent light, kinda, right? So to make a flickering light, you just need a lamp or any type of object with projected light. Then change the class over here to a lamp. They call lamps in Daylight. They're not called lights. So you change it to light, lamp, sorry, and you set it up for flickering, right over here. You say default, then on disable you say default, and then on enabled you say default but light. Also, you can change it so it can change into a day and night cycle. So when it's nighttime, it turns on. Yeah, it turns on, and when it's daytime, it turns off. Also, over here you can change the skins, but it's already in the day and night cycle. So then to set up your light, you just need to place down a light over here, right on the common. Place down a light. So when you get the light, you change the parent into the name that has your lamp, like this one, lamp, blah blah blah, right? So you go over here, you go into parent, and you search for it. It will be lamp or the name you're going to use, and it says the model or the type, which is lamp the eye, right? And now, when you go into the editor or you go into the game, sorry, you're gonna see the flickering lights and all that. And also, you can change the type of light into a spotlight and all that. You can see the tutorials for the Dying Light developer tools, the own the developers made, and also it's all there. Also, lighting for with particle effects. This is an example like there's a fire, but it doesn't really have lighting with it. So you can also look for burning interior light 3 meters, blah blah blah, and place it down. You can increase the size and all that. And what you just need to do is, place them both together. And there you go. You got a fire with lights. And also another thing I had to figure out is that this wall, this is the default. When you place it down, is called int low wall uh, mesh. You need to go to the skins tab and change the type of skin that it has, right? It doesn't really need to be like the default type. You can change it to whatever you want, like that. Same as this and this one. Another thing, barriers. The right side of the barrier is the one you can click. This side. From the other side, you cannot click it, so it won't block anything. So if you place it down, make sure you can click it from the side you want to block, like this side, and set it up. If you want to block any AI, you set up block AI, any vehicles, and all that, and block the player, and all that. Okay. Also doors, pretty simple. You just need to go over here on the common objects and place down a door, which is this one. So you place it down, you go into the attributes tab, and you click on the behavior. This one is set to close check once. So you go into the door and you check it, and then it only does this once. Also, this one for an opening door that works normally, you just need to say closed, right? And if you say closed, you can obviously open it, but it doesn't really mean it. You just you just need to just put it to close and it works. And you can change the skin of the door to whatever you want over here. The visual. Over here, this is more complex tutorial about making portals in your map. This is a local portal. You can find it right over here, this one, and you place it down. To set up a working portal, local portal. You just need the portal. You need the respawn or the spawn point, right? It's down here, and that's it. You just need to click on the portal, press Control on your keyboard, and then did it wrong. Right click on the respawn and set it over here. I already set it, so it says remove, but you're gonna set it like that. And if you want to check it, you go into the sorry, not this. You go into the into the local portal, and you look for this thing over here. And if it sets one item, it already works. And also, you can click on you can make a zone or a trigger zone to when the player walks in here. It automatically teleports the player into this respawn point. It works in some parts if you try to use it. Uh, to set up this thing, you need to. Sorry, I don't really kind of remember. Over here, you just need to set up like the name of this is portal, local portal, whatever. You just need to set it up for the folder or over here. You can, look for it. These are my other portals for the level I did over here. But once you set it up, it already works. So if you want in here, you can, teleport into the respawn. Also, water is another thing I didn't completely figure it out. To set up water, you need to, place it down over here. Where's the water? Place down the water, and when you place it down, you go into the attributes, and if you want to swim in the water, you need to go down into skins and play and put a skin that says underwater. It works. It lets the player swim in any of the underwater, skins. So I'm just gonna set it to something like this one. And also, if you want sound for your water, you need to how do I click this? Okay, sorry. You need to place an ambient zone, which is found over over here, right? You place down the ambient zone, and if you go into attributes, right, you need to set effects to underwater. And now you have sound effects underwater. And I haven't really figured out how to set up the visual, but that's basically it. And so I'm gonna play, more or less setting, make sure everything works for you guys and all that. Also, another thing it's important to figure out soon is the buttons. Like the quick buttons is the same as Unreal, but if you press Shift, you can duplicate items. If you press Q, you can you can grab one side, right, and change it, or grab the corner and change it, right. And also Control C is undo. And for deleting the thing or deleting the item, you just need to press delete. Boom, it deletes it. Also, you move with the arrows, and everything else is in the tutorials. But those are most the more important ones. And I don't think I'm missing things. Only thing, right. I'm sorry. Is if you press 5 on your keyboard, you can rotate your item however you want. But if you press 5 again, you can rotate it in a 50 degrees type of, rotating. And if you press 4, you enable the clipping uh, thing. This one, like you see the green clipping, the green bots. That's like it's going to clip together. If you press 4 again, it doesn't clip. If you press 3, it's going to get a grid and move like that. If you press 2, I don't remember, and 1, I don't remember. Okay, now I'm gonna play more or less through it and show you how it works, more or less, right? The doors and the portal and the barrier. Pretty quick tutorial. Um, just need to load up eventually. And the editor is pretty nice. You just need to get used to it, and you'll be pretty good at it. It's a good stepping stone if you are in your advanced level design class instead of the normal level design class, right? So here you can see the light. It turns off because it's daytime, but I'm gonna turn the nighttime on. This is just the fire effects. This is the door that you're going to check. It opens, doesn't, right? This is the normal door. You open it. This is the portal one. You press use, and you teleport into the respawn, right? Or if you run into the trigger zone, you can teleport also. And the water, you swim, right? Using gravity sound effects for the visuals. And also, I don't run in here. Okay. And also, for changing the weather inside of the game, you need to go to sheets and go over here and change it to a nighttime. You can also change the weather, right, to like fog, cloudy, or something. It's just, rain. Rain is fine. And now you got the lights turns on because of the nighttime, and it needs to flicker. Right there we go, and it flickers. So that's basically it. Thank you for watching my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. You learned something right from it. And if you have any questions, I'm Diego Morales. You can reach me out. I don't know where. And yeah, so check the tutorials in the Dying Light Developer Tools YouTube. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.